Oh my goodness! Welcome to the 5-day Empowered Healthy Habits Challenge. It's finally here. How exciting! For those that don't know me, my name is Louise. I'm from Louise Ellen Nutrition. Ellen is my middle name. I am a I'm a nutritionist, I should say, a bit excited at the moment, to help individuals create healthy habits in a way that is simple and sustainable. So you can lose those extra kilos, have more energy, and feel empowered, which is what we all want. So this challenge is to celebrate the launch of my new online program called Empowered Healthy Habits. And you'll get an opportunity at the end of this challenge to learn more about it and see if it's something that is a good fit for you. So this challenge is about giving you a kickstart in creating 5 foundational healthy habits to lose those extra kilos and keep them off for the long term, to help you stop feeling blocked and get your health back on track, especially if it's, it's the start of the year, we've just come out of Christmas and it's sort of like, oh, I need to get back into it. This is perfect for that. Plus help you get unstuck and feel motivated again to create a life and a body that you are proud of, which is totally possible. So, and as you saw from Joe's post on Sunday, a few simple changes makes a huge difference to your waistline. It really does. Dieting is something that I find is not required. It's such a hard way of going about it. And yes, you'll get quick results when you diet, but then you get quick weight back on. So the best way to lose those extra kilos is by putting in place healthy habits like what we're going to do in this challenge. And the foundational habits is a great way to get you started. Plus, now with this challenge, I just wanted to share with you that when you participate in this challenge by reading the emails and doing the daily actions each day and participating in the Facebook Lives, it increases your chance of success by 95%, which is huge. When I read that statistic, I was like, really? Oh my God. But it makes sense because you're actually participating and you're doing and you're showing, like, yourself and whoever else that, you're taking action every day. So of course your chance of success would increase by 95%. Cool. Hi, Leonie. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Where do I get started? So to get you set up for success, let's talk about that first. So the best way to get started is, first of all, commit to this challenge. Commit to participating versus sitting in the sidelines. So I know it's really easy to watch the videos and not participate, not make comments, because I get it. Sometimes these things, you're maybe the type of person that, I'll just watch. But when you take that approach, you're not giving yourself the best chance in, making change in your life. So I really urge you to participate. It will be in your best interest, and you might surprise yourself. So commit. That's one of my biggest things I find. And I think I have a poster. Oh, I don't know if you can see that behind me. Commitment. Because when you, and I know sometimes commitment is very hard, or, being consistent and things like that. But by commitment, I more so mean by just committing within yourself to give this a go. Another one is having a can-do attitude. So, saying things to yourself like, I can do this. It is possible for me. Makes a huge difference compared to, I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, this is just another one of those things. Like you see the difference in the energy there. When you go, I can do this, you believe it and you make it happen. Another tip for success is scheduling in the time. So schedule in time to do each day's challenge, to watch the Facebook Lives and participate in the group. You really only need like 15, 20 minutes a day, and it's only 5 days. Cool. And also have a notebook handy too. So I'm a big one for notebooks. I've got a new one here, Courage and Strength Journal. So I love all these sort of journals where you can sort of write your thoughts and feelings in and what you're experiencing. So if you're finding that this challenge is really challenging you, or it's bringing up some stuff for you, write it down. I find it helps that I have this word like write it out, especially when you're having if you're having a tough time or you're not sure sort of, what's going on within you. It's good just to write it out, and because no one else is around, no one knows. It's your personal thoughts on paper. Cool. So, hi Tash, how you going? Good to see you. So if you're so Tash and Leonie, thank you. If you are also watching this video, please say hello and, let us know that you're watching. And if you're watching the replay, please also leave a comment and just let us know if you're watching the replay. It just gives me an idea of who's watching live and who's watching the replays. Cool. So today's challenge, just checking a few things. All right, so today's challenge, you got that this morning, and already we have, people, you guys doing the actions. So Ali Siggers, well done. Susie Cohen, I love what you guys have been writing down in terms of reshaping your thoughts, and Leonie Ward as well. Well done on already completing that challenge. Good work. And hi Janine, hope you're going well. And Pam, hello. It's good to see you guys. I'm so excited about today. Cool. So what else that's what I wanted to share with you too. So getting a bit of ahead of myself. So I wanted to share with you the prize pack. So when you participate in each day's challenge, you'll go in the draw to win this really cool Healthy Habits prize pack. So I'm not sure if you've seen it, but there's a meal planner, which is really cool. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Yes, there's a meal planner. There's a shopping pad. So this is when I used to run Healthy Eating Australia. I'm running very low on this stock, so there's not much left. But yeah, so you might want to. I hope you win it. There's a healthy eating cookbook, and it's got, like, if you can see, all these different recipes. It's a bit hard doing it backwards. I can't stand cookbooks that have 1,000 ingredients, that don't have pictures, or they're copy and paste from previous cookbooks, and you're like, really? So, and everything in here I've made, so I know that it's delicious and tasty. I cannot stand bland, boring, hard food, and trying to find ingredients from places that, you have to order online and things like that, especially here in Darwin. You don't have access to, all the new fancy things. Cool. So, and there's also these posters, so healthy snacks and healthy breakfast posters created by my friend Sarah Lees Barton. And she's also a nutritionist, and she just has these really cool ways of just being able to work out, like, how to pick healthy snacks and how to select healthy breakfast ideas. And there's more. There is a 7 daily living reminders magnet for you, as well as I love doing a bit of design and painting, so I've created these. So these are magnets, which is really good when you're needing a little bit of inspiration. And also I've got these cards as well that go in the prize pack. So yeah, the Inspired Warrior type range, which is cool. And a poster that you can put in a frame. So try and hold that properly. It's a bit hard doing opposite, but nothing is more powerful than believing in yourself. So that's a really cool one that you can put in a frame as well. So that prize pack is valued at $75. So, and all you need to do to go in the draw to win it is by participating in the challenge this week. Yay! All right, so today's challenge, so you got that this morning, it's about reshaping your thoughts. So this challenge is super important, because what you think about most, you attract. And when you think about thoughts that are disempowering, such as I can't do this, it's too hard, I can't be consistent, so why bother, or this is how I am right now, so just accept it, you then prove to yourself that you're right by attracting things to make it hard, to knock yourself off track, or show yourself that it won't work. But when you think thoughts that empower you, you not only set yourself up for success, but you'll also help yourself feel strong and confident and resilient. And it helps with believing in yourself and dealing with problems better and taking action on your goals. So I'd love to hear from you ladies. Like when, what am I saying? So have a think about some thoughts that you've been feeling lately that are disempowering you. I'd love to know what thoughts right now are not serving you. Please share that in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Where am I? So the first building block to creating an empowered mindset, it starts with watching your thoughts. So it's commonly said that your thoughts create your reality, and what you think about most you create. So, which is what, let me just try and think. Yeah, so yeah, what you think about most you create. That is so powerful. Sorry, I'm just checking comments and flicking back between things, so I know it's a bit distracting. So today's challenge was to write down 3 thoughts that have been disempowering you and that don't serve you anymore. And then to write down 3 thoughts, empowering thoughts that you can replace these with, and ones that can serve you better. So have a think about, 3 things that you're like, okay, when it comes to losing weight, leading a healthier lifestyle, what are some thoughts that you have been thinking a lot, or really, like it's just so, you're just so used to thinking this way that you actually don't even believe that it's possible to change. Have a think about what sort of thoughts you can think to be able instead to empower you. So this is the first building block. I'm not saying that, okay, we're just going to go from thinking and believing that it's too hard to then, now I believe it's not hard. But no, it doesn't work like that. It's about really thinking a different way and reiterating that over and over and over. Janine is saying, I'm struggling with healthy eating with different eaters' habits. So like family members, yes, I hear you. if that's what you mean. I have a partner that eats differently to me, and I sneak food into so there's all these different ways that I do it, but it is hard when you've got family members that are on the same page as you. But what I find really powerful is not by pushing them to change their eating habits, to sort of say, okay, I'm gonna start changing my habits and I expect you guys to do the same. They will just come up against you and go, no, I don't want anything to do with that. But when you start planting little seeds in their head, like, I'm going to make some changes for myself. So I'm going to give this a go and see, type thing. And when they start to see that you are actually, you're noticing the difference, like you're like, I had a green smoothie the other day, or I added more, I had salad for lunch instead of our leftovers last night, honey. And, and, oh my God, like I have so much more energy. Isn't that amazing? And when you do it in a non-pushy way, you do it in just a suggestive type thing. I sort of, one of my friends used to call it planting seeds in people's hands. So my partner, he's very much a meat eater, and he still buys food, which I'm like, that's not healthy at all. And whenever we go shopping, he's always putting things in the shopping trolley that is really not healthy, and I'm always flicking it out, or, I'm always having discussions with him about it, which is not good. But but in saying that, he'll say things to me like, honey, do you know we need to have sea salt on our food instead of Saxa salt, because sea salt has iodine and it's better for you. And I'm like, really? So yeah, he's starting to listen, and he'll even, like, I'll buy kale and things like that, and he'll be like, can we add kale to dinner tonight, in the salad? Or so yeah, it's about planting seeds. I find it's really, really helpful. I hope that answers some of your queries rather than going off on a tangent. So once you have these new thoughts, you then write them down, put them on a sticky note, have them somewhere where it's easy. Like if it's in your bathroom, on your mirror, it could be in your wallet, it could be in your car, like on the little dash there. Just start putting them around the place and start looking at them regularly. You'll find that by reinforcing it over and over and over, you eventually, that becomes what you start to think about most, and that's what you also attract. So you'll find that's quite powerful. So this is really the first very step in creating an empowered mindset, and it's reinforcing that. Cool. All right. Oh, we got more comments. Sorry, Janine. I'll say, so I'm too tired. Yeah, okay, I get that. And that's another thing when we're trying to change our eating habits. We're like, oh my goodness, like I have to do this and this and this, and it's just too hard, and I'm too tired. Which is why it's really important to just put a few small changes in place. Which is why with this challenge today is it's each day just one thing that you can put in place, and then over the next 5 days we'll have 5 things for you guys that you'll be putting in place. And Kathy, you're saying today is hard, but tomorrow I'm going to be stronger. Yeah, go Kathy, you can do this. Yeah, and that's the thing, like when you say, like, especially when you're changing something and you're like, oh my goodness, like if you're used to not eating enough veggies and you're like, all right, I need to start increasing my intake of veggies, and you start doing that and you're finding it a little bit hard, but the more you do it, it becomes easy. This is the whole philosophy behind Empowered Healthy Habits, is about putting in small changes over a period of time rather than big changes, because when we put in huge changes all at once, it's too much. We find that we just can't maintain it. But when we put small changes in, and they compound over a period of time. And when we also, there might be things that you're doing, it could be that you need to tweak something, or it's just a small change. It doesn't have to be a big change type thing. So, yeah. So, Leonie, you were saying this is a big issue with you as well. Yeah, I totally hear that. And I think that's the thing, like, even though it's a bit hard now, it will get easier. Just know that. It's like when something happens to you and you're going through a tough time and it's really hard and you're like, this is so hard. But then each day as you go on, it gets easier and easier and easier. And sometimes you go backwards, but then you keep going forward, and eventually you come out at the other end and you're like, oh, okay, I'm out now and I've done it. This is the same thing when we look at changing our eating habits. It's about making small steps towards where you want to be. And when you start putting in, like, if you're putting in you're putting in one change, and then you do one a week. I mean, the goal of this challenge is to do 5, but if you did one a week, and you got really into that, you're putting it in place and you're getting used to it. So say you wanted to increase your intake of veggies, or even water. Let's use water as an example, because I find most people don't drink 2 litres or 2 to 3 litres of water a day. So, and you're thinking, okay, I need to go from, I'm drinking, say, a litre on average, but I need to have 2 litres. And you're thinking going from 1 to 2, like you just think of it that way. But if you go, okay, I'm going to go from 1 litre and I'm going to have an extra glass of water a day. And I'm just going to do that for a week. And then you'll get used to having 1 litre plus a glass a day. Then you up it to 1 litre and 2 glasses a day. And you get used to that. You put things in place so that, it's small changes. But then you do that over a period of time. And say you did that for a month, you'll go from 1 litre to 2 litres, and it's been a month and you've done it. But if you try and do it from first up and try and force yourself to have 2 litres every week ongoing and trying to force it, you end up just falling off the wagon. So this is about making it easy for yourself. And sorry, I'm just reading some comments. Yeah, and see, that's it, Janine. Like, it's the small steps, big results. And Kathy, you're saying family wanting to have the same snacks, chips, crackers too. Too much temptation. Yes, I totally get that. And do you know what you could do? You could start looking at what are the things that they're buying, and say there's 5 things that are not healthy. And you're like, okay, I'm going to swap that one thing for a healthier version, and get them used to that. Then the next one, you'll swap that for a healthier version. So you just try and find different ways to get them used to the change. So yeah, small steps. And that's the thing, like, Small steps really do make a huge difference. I find when it comes to dieting, so many of you guys have experienced dieting on and off all of your life. And the thing with dieting is it's like with when we're trying to be consistent, we think, oh, I'm not consistent enough and I don't have the willpower and I don't have the motivation, because you're thinking that making change is going to be like a diet. You're going to have to be restricted. You're going to have to be consistent and eat bland, boring foods. And, you know, you're going to have to struggle through that whole process just to be able to lose a few kilos. And then you stop and then you put the weight back on because we haven't put those habits in place in a way that's sort of simple and sustainable. And then you feel as if you failed, and it affects your self-esteem, and you know, and then you come back to square one. And that's why we feel that this whole thing is so hard, and it doesn't have to be like that at all. Yeah, you need some recipes, Kathy. Need recipes, but baby steps. You might enjoy the 8-week program, actually. We'd go through that. So yeah, you'll find, I'll share more about that towards the end. But yeah, yeah. Sorry, I get so excited about this stuff because I just know that this whole way of healthy habits will help you guys immensely. It's just a very different way of doing healthy eating, but in a way that contains healthy, yummy food and simple steps, and making it easy for yourself. And a lot of the time we feel as if we have to jump all in and we have to do 10 different things and we have to be consistent and never falter. But you don't have to do that. You can actually just do a few small changes at a time, which is so much more sustainable. Cool. All right. So after this video, and it's probably in there now actually, there's a post about today. So please share your 3 disempowering thoughts and then your 3 empowering thoughts with the group. And yeah, you would have, and then you'll have completed today's challenge. And then tomorrow, tomorrow's challenge is all about, I can't remember, hang on. Where is it? Oh, this is a good one. Okay, so tomorrow's challenge is all about portion sizes. So I know a lot of you guys are struggling with eating too much. So I'll go into detail about what we can do about that in a way that is not restricting you or causing you to feel hungry or having you feel as if, you know, you're being deprived of food and things like that. So it's a really good challenge. I think you'll enjoy it and find it a lot easier. Cool. All right, guys. Well, it's been lovely spending Monday afternoon with you. I look forward to tomorrow's training, and I look forward to seeing the comments. Yeah, so please share your 3 things in the Facebook post that's in the thing below. Cool. All right. And if you've got any questions, please leave comments and I'll respond. I'm in the group all the time. So especially during this next 5 days. Cool. All right. You guys take care. And I hope you enjoyed today's training. I'll talk to you later. Bye.